survey off this piece of parcel over here that Salt are going to donate to the town, very generously, obviously. He's in the works, working on that. An issue came up with an encroachment on the back corner. He hasn't been able to complete that yet. I now have to speak with Dave Jones and the trustees about getting this sorted out. Something I'll be working on this month. You know, hopefully I'll have it resolved and have it finished by next month. But there is a little bit of a hold up on that. So we are going to continue to get that done. And he's also going to include that back corner on the same map, do it at the same time, so it's just one file and one map for the back access. We asked him to do that as well. He gave me a price under $500, so it was no, I authorized him to go ahead and do that because we discussed this last month. He does feel he should have it all completed by next month if we get this squared away. So I'll update everybody as soon as that presents itself. The highway crew, as a matter of fact, did clean up that back corner. They took down a tree, and they've obviously got the approval of the Cemetery Association to do so. He has it cleaned up, he has dirt put down, and there's actually an access through there now, so we can actually get through there. We're just waiting to finalize the map and the legal details, but it is done. So that's good. Now we actually have an access that we can join our properties together back there. Regan's Way, I've been in contact with the owner of Regan's Way, Mr. Moran, in regards to getting that road completed. We've talked about this last month, getting the easement signed off. We finally have all the paperwork done. I told him we'd like to really have this completed this summer. I asked him to please get a hold of the people he wants to use to blacktop this. He has got back to me and told me that the tentative date is the first week in August, that this will be completed. So we're hoping to get this wrapped up because we really would like to take possession of that road, because as of right now, the town does not maintain that road. It's a private road still, so we would really like to get that turned over. It should have been done last year, but there was obviously the easements all over the town. So hopefully by our next meeting, we should have this thing rolling. We'll certainly update everybody if it's not, but that's the plan as of right now. Okay, I guess that's all I had on there. New business. Germantown Park program. In the package of abstracts this month, we authorized the payment to the Germantown Park program, which we negotiated last year for a $3,000 payment to entitle the kids from Clermont to use the park program as a town user, which gives us a cheaper rate for the kids to use it. If you're an out-of-town user, it's $100 per child. If you're an in-town user, it's $50 per child. We do have several kids that use this program. I think it's a very inexpensive program. Since we negotiated this price down from 4 years ago, it was up to what, $6,000. We went down to $4,000 a few years ago. Now we've negotiated down to $3,000. I think it's a bargain for the amount of kids that actually use it from Clermont, and that's why it's in the abstracts this month. So I did confirm that they did accept $3,000 and treat our kids as in-town users. So I think it's an excellent program. I'm glad that we can participate for the little cost that it is to the town. Ball field, just to keep everybody updated as we move along with this. I mentioned last month that I thought we had a donation for the basketball backboard and pole. We do. Now I've confirmed that, so what I did is Andy Howard, Freeman Howard, PC Associates, our town attorney, has agreed to donate the backboard and the pole. It's $1,029 for that setup, so he did agree to donate that for us, and we should be receiving it. As a matter of fact, this week. I ordered it last week. It should be here any day. When we get that, then our highway guys can go ahead and put this up, and then they can blacktop it, and we'll actually have a half-court basketball court over there. So I'd like to obviously thank Freeman Howard for the donation, and it was very nice of them, and we appreciate everybody that's been donating and helping us out with the ball field and the town park there. So that's that. The plan is to get the blacktop down. I don't know if I mentioned that this month, so I mean hopefully it should be completed by the end of July. Hydro fracking, we've had a little discussion, quite a few discussions about this recently. Actually, when I was at the last meeting in the county, I was talking with Supervisor Brown from Germantown and expressed our interest, and I know they've had interest. They've actually passed a moratorium on the fracking, and he said that he thought it would be great. He wanted to get the three towns together, which I totally support and agree, Livingston, Clermont, and Germantown, for like a forum for the fracking issue. And he wanted to set up a date for July 26th, which is the last Thursday of this month, at Palatine Park, which is in Germantown, at the town hall. I believe he's going to do it, for us to get together and all. He's going to bring in some people that are for and against the fracking, and just have a general discussion and go over the pros and cons. So I encourage anybody from the board, obviously, that can make it. It's open to the public. Anybody from the public that'd like to join us. I believe it's 7 p.m. I have to confirm the time, which I'll have to get on the website, but I'm pretty sure it's at 7 p.m. And I'll, like I said, I'll update that as soon as I have that time confirmed. But I think it'll be very helpful.
Are they going to talk about the groundwater movement like we mentioned, or you mentioned last month, or we still need to do something with that?
I don't know exactly, because I just had one discussion with them. I didn't get into the details. I don't even know who invited yet, who's going to be their companies for or against, so I don't know if there'll be a discussion about it. It may be something I don't know, maybe we should invite. Maybe we can get soil and water to come to that. I don't know, but the groundwater, they won't discuss the groundwater.
Well, soil and water deals with surface water. So rural waters, New York would be the people to come and speak. And he's on, like I say, he's on vacation this week, so he couldn't come to our meeting. But I could actually call him and see if he'd be interested in going to the Germantown meeting and discussing.
That'd be great. Maybe we should try to.
He seems to have high credentials of understanding the underground water tables.
I think it would be helpful for us to get some information about that and hear about it. Whether it's appropriate to do it there, because that'll make it a longer meeting. If he's going to do a presentation, then they're going to have the forum. So you might want to talk with Roy Brown first to see how much time they're going to need and whether it would work together or it should be two separate things.
I think your suggestion two separate ways might be better. If they're going to do a special meeting on this, it could get pretty heated. And a lot of things might not get covered. People get emotional over this. So it might be better if we did have him come here after he's on vacation, next board meeting, and invite Germantown residents to come and just hear his groundwork, because it's totally unbiased.
You may actually have more questions for him as well. So.
Yes,
So,
that's correct.
That
That is correct.
Okay. No, that's fine. So let's, anybody that can attend, obviously that's interested, please attend, but board members especially, so.
That's at 7 o'clock?
I'm pretty sure it was 7 p.m. I'll confirm that. I'll send an email to you guys and I'll put it on the website, sir, American website.
The Friday, which would be the 37th, or Thursday?
Thursday the 26th.
Whether it's at the town hall or the activities building.
I better confirm that too, because I don't know how much of a crowd he expects. He may do it at the
Right.
activity building, so I'll certainly figure that out. And we'll update everybody on the exact location and time. Okay, church painting. I put this on the agenda because I'd like to revisit this because, obviously we budgeted money for the church to be painted this year. It does need attention rather than just painting. It certainly needs more work than just painting. There's carpenter work and wood replacement to fix up some of the boards and decorative trim. And just before the meeting, speaking to Ed, and he said that he'd be willing to take a look at it, write up a scope of work as far as what wood needs to be replaced and what we need to hire a carpenter for, so we could bid that out and get somebody to repair that before we bid the painting out. I asked Ed to do it. He said absolutely to do it. So next week or so we'll get that together and we'll get see what wood needs to be replaced and get it fixed up here. So I would like to have that painted before the fall, so we do have time. But it's certainly something we need to start looking at and set up here for August or September. So, but maybe by the next meeting we'll have something like that for that.
Sure. I can have it soon if you want.
Okay. Well, as long as we have to consider at the next meeting, and we can maybe look at hiring down, calling some people and seeing which is involved. After you take a look to see how much is actually needed. Okay. That's it. Moving on, supervisor report. Just a bunch of updates for everybody. Courthouse project, the bidding is almost completed. We could be awarding the bid at the next meeting, which is July 11th, at the full board. They expect to have the rest of the bids in and sort through them and answer the questions. It's a tight schedule, might be pushing a little bit, but if needed, they will probably call a special meeting if it's not ready by the 11th to award a bid, because we do want to get this project moving. So if all goes well, by like I said, next Wednesday, we'll be awarding the courthouse project. So that would be nice because that needs to get underway. It's been in the works for 15 years. It's been a while. So the prices just keeps going up and up. So the sooner we get going on this, the better. Pine Haven, finally, I guess we finally received a word that the CON application will be reviewed at the August meeting by the state, whoever goes through the CONs. So it's good that we will probably have an answer sometime by the end of summer here. So it's not going to go on until next year, thank God. So it's nice to hear that they're actually considering, because I guess they meet bi-monthly, and it is on the agenda for August from what I understand. So we should hopefully hear back and have an answer shortly after. So that would give us the authority to move forward with that project. And I'd just like to point out, there has been a lot of discussion as far as should the county be in the nursing home business. Some supervisors feel one way, obviously others feel the other way. Personally, I support this nursing home, and I have in the past, and I will continue. For a few years there, the nursing home ran in a negative where the county actually subsidized some of the costs. The past at least 2 years now, they have either broke even or turned a profit, and this year they're on track to turn a profit again. So the supervisors that encourage closing or selling or the CON and getting out of the nursing home business, I just disagree with them. They're willing to support a home health agency that loses $750,000 a year, but they want to sell a nursing home that's breaking even or making money. It just doesn't make sense to me. And this is one thing that we can give to all of our residents, that we can provide to all of our residents in the whole county, that's needed. And I feel very strongly about the nursing home, and we'll continue to support that. I'm going to talk a little more about the child in a minute, because that's something else I feel very strongly about. But the homeless shelter, that's been in the papers. I don't really have anything more to update on than what was printed. That's really proceeding. I haven't been involved in that. That's a separate committee that I have nothing to do with. All I hear is basically I get most of my information from, what I read in the paper and from a couple of the supervisors. So, I mean, it's proceeding along. I don't really have anything more to add to that as far as what's going on with that. DSS, we've finally closed on the DSS building, 25 Railroad Avenue. I think it was the 27th of June. We finalized the purchase of that building. The 2-acre parcel next door is still under review. That hasn't been approved as of yet, but we did some preliminary studies on that, which was part of recommending that we needed to do something on, because it's right next to the old contaminated site. That has been, the preliminary studies have come back clean, so we will be proceeding to, I guess, accept that additional parcel. I haven't seen the results yet, so I can't comment any more on it than what I've heard, but we do finally own 25 Railroad Avenue, which will actually turn into a positive impact on the budget, the county budget for the next few years, because we're paying $400,000 a month in a lease payment, or excuse me, a year in a lease payment. So you can imagine buying a building for $1.1 million or $1.2 million, 3 years, you actually own it outright, and you don't have to, continue to make lease payments on that. So we certainly will have a positive impact on the budget by purchasing that, as at least at the very minimum, a short-term solution for the next 3, 4, 5 years.
So that should leave some money to do bridges and.
Maybe eventually. So, okay, the CHA, the Certified Home Health Agency, that passed through the Home Committee, which was a committee I'm part of, to go ahead and authorize the sale of the Home Health Agency. went to the full board for the vote, and we actually had a presentation from the company that was willing to take over the job, or purchase it, actually, they were gonna purchase it for $150,000. They came in, they did a questions and answers session with the whole board. I think they did a very good job presenting their company, satisfying all the questions that were asked of them.